some Gen 22. It's not like I care. I live in a bin. Look like a Digimon. Snaps at the wall. Looks like a Digimon. Alright. I already know this is going to get copyright claimed. Ah, I forgot to do the save file. I forgot to put the save file in there, or attempt to do the save file. Oh, it doesn't matter, who cares? It's a terrible game. Oh dear. Right, this is the main menu. Not great. Okay. Bye. So, this is me, Bio, and welcome to MTV Sports Skateboarding featuring Andy Macdonald. I don't know why they have to say featuring Andy Macdonald. It has a bunch of pro skaters in here, but whatever. We're free play, and we're going to play as Mr. Macdonald himself. So we've got Rob Dardeck. It's interesting. Heidi Fergetz, Brian Howard. It's interesting because you can see what brands they're located with on the right hand side, which is interesting. Josh Callis has got a few. Andy Macdonald's got the most. Look at him. He's got them all, he says. The player is Andy Macdonald. We've got the choice of 2 levels because I forgot to put the save file in. Murphy's Playhouse and Hovis Plan. We're going to go with Hovis Plan. Now you're going to see very, very quickly why this game is a piece of shit. I'm not going to move the bottom because I think that picks the music. But watch. Back. Yeah. Takes a lot to load as well. I felt like the other games loaded pretty quickly. This game's like... So first of all, you're giving this like sensation that you're really slow. Okay, we got some music. Yeah, really slow. Look how slow this is. It feels like there's no momentum. I just hurt myself for no reason there. I don't know how I did that, but I'll tell you one thing. There's like a half a second delay of jumping, where there is. Press the button, and by the time I press the button, he's just started crouching down. It's like the game's lagging. I don't know who developed this, but holy hell, do you need to learn. You need to learn how to develop video games. You see there's a delay? That's why I bumped into that. Boo! Boo! There's a delay! Boo! Boo-rah! Boo-rah! I can't do that apparently, okay. I can't do what I can do in Tony Hawk's apparently, okay. How do I get out of this fucking hellhole? Can I get out of here? Can I get out of here? Is it possible to get out of there? Yes! No! He's trapped! He looked like he just got shot! Get out of it! Yes! Oh! It's... Alright. I just want to make the point, this game plays like shit. I'm just telling you right now, this plays like shit. I can understand why it's got a 40 Metacritic score, like there. You're probably thinking, why did you just bump into it? Because there's a delay with the jump. Why? I pressed the jump within enough time to do it, but it just doesn't register it. By the time my thumb's off of the X button, would be X button, wouldn't it? Obviously playing it on emulator. By the time I press the X button, let's go with just fucking PlayStation controls, yeah. By the time I press the X button, he should have. But yeah, by the time I press the X button, there it's just enough. Oh, there is manuals in this game. Holy hell. Don't hurt yourself, game. Did that just honestly stop him in his tracks? Oh, he couldn't compute that. That was uncomputable. Right, let's see if we can... Does pressing left or right do anything when you're grinding? I obviously tested this to see if it worked, and when I tested this, I was like, oh my god, this is shit. It's just, everything feels like you're lagging. It feels like it's running at like 15 frames a second. Maybe 20, if you're lucky. Not a solid 30, that's for sure. It's running at fucking 10 frames a second, it wouldn't surprise me. But everything just feels so laggy, and the controls feel so fucking delayed. Does not feel good to play this at all. Oh my god, what? I pressed triangle, right? The reason why it did that, I assume, is because I pressed triangle to try to do a lip grab. It didn't do that, but I let go of triangle, obviously because it didn't do it, just for it to fall and try and do a grind. What are these controls? He fell on the mesh and died. I'd like to believe that's what happened. Don't like to believe anything else happened. How? How can you grind from there? Oh, it's just... Oh, it's so horrible. Oh, it's so horrible. It's so delayed. The jump is so delayed. It's so horrible. God. What an absolutely terrible game. Surprised, because the tricks seem to be worth something. Tricks seem to be worth way more than what they... I know it's delayed. I know it's delayed, because right there I tried to perform two kickflips. And the game just didn't register those button presses. I'm faster than the game. And when you can hear the CPUs just driving around and struggling as well. You know the game's... Like there, I pressed the X button within enough time. Don't put me in this fucking lip. I fucking swear. I pressed the X button within time for him to get out of it. If this was Tony Hawk's. But this is not. Instead there's delay. Welcome Delay Planet. We are in the delay. Died. Crashing the walls. Is it just playing the same fucking song again? I swear it is. We locked in the walls? Apparently we are. The linen method. The linen? Linen. We're now cooking with cereal. It's fine. It hits the mesh and dies. That's it. I don't know what I did there. I attempted to do a grind. Apparently the game didn't like that. Apparently the game said no. Like here, do a kickflip. There you go. Okay. Or a flip. Any flip. Whatever. It just doesn't register it. It doesn't register it, but because by the time... Put it this way, right? By the time I've done the trick, right? By the time I've pressed X and pressed up and square, he's kicking off to do the ollie. That's how behind this game is. It's just terrible. I can understand why people hated it. It's fair enough. Not the last skateboarding game I have to play on the PlayStation as well, by the way. I also have some other skate games, which obviously doesn't necessarily mean skateboarding. Don't go on that. Don't go down there. I knew I wouldn't win a melancholy. I knew I wasn't going to land that. Curious. Alright, so press hold down X, get a little bit faster. Oh look, we did the trick. Oh look, you actually are... You know, if you are very, very careful might be able to get him to land the trick. But then, if you try to do the lip grab, you saw it work once, and then since then it's like, nah, I'm not working. Just instant fail. Dear me. It's just so weird, this game. Oh my god. So weird. How could they have released this and thought this was a good product? MTV is known for releasing absolute shite for video games. You know, a lot of people have slate MTV Celebrity Deathmatch, for example. This is not the only sports game they released, by the way. But a lot of people slate MTV Celebrity Deathmatch, but at least that game was funny. It played really badly, but at least it was hilarious. That's the one redeeming quality it had. Yeah, the one redeeming quality it had was that it was hilarious. It feels like I'm going up a ramp and nothing's happening. That's the game. I've put button presses in there. It's just obviously didn't register them. Oh! And he died forever. Forever to die. He died and broke his legs and could never skate again. Deary me. So yeah, MTV Sports Skateboarding. What a piece of trash. Game feels like it's lagging. Feels like it's running at like 15 frames a second. There's delays on the jumping. There's delays on everything, in all fairness. What a terrible game. I'm not surprised it got a 40 Metacritic score. I think it deserved lower than that, but okay, you know. Probably I've got, what have I got left in terms of skateboarding games on the PlayStation? I've got two. Well, one's kind of, but two, you know. This could potentially be the worst skateboarding game on the original PlayStation. Probably is, actually. Probably is. Worse than... Well, Thrash Skate and Destroy was like a, in my opinion, had a very select fan base, very like niche fan base. Grind Session plays like the Pro Skater games that they ported, 3 and 4, but this game just plays like ass. But we still got two more games. I'm skipping one, but I'm skipping it for a reason. That I'm doing its sequel, which isn't featured in another list that I'm doing. Hopefully it plays. One of the main reasons I'm skipping the first game is because it doesn't work on emulators, I don't think. I'm hoping the second game works on emulators, or else we're gonna have me looking at footage and saying stuff about it. Basically. The final one is kind of skateboarding. It is skateboarding. It is skateboarding on the same vein that Simpsons Skateboarding is skateboarding. That's probably the worst skateboarding game on the PlayStation 2, that one. Anyway, this has been Bio. I hope you've not enjoyed this. We're probably more amusing than anything. MTV Sports Skateboarding featuring Andy Macdonald. I'll see you again in another time, another life, another place, another existence. Goodbye!